I find it amazing that uh, there's a range of scripts like you talked about. There's Indian, Latin, Thai, Japanese, and and it's amazing how they reflect so much linguistic diversity,
Yep,
so much visual culture, and you've spent a lifetime now doing that. What is
I know it.
yeah, what is your advice to anybody who's interested in this kind of movement of the Art Deco movement, for example?
So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think the for any young designer or photographer or anybody who's creatively, curious, right? I think what are these movements, whether it will be something like technical like typography or something like architecture or art deco like that we see in Bombay. I think for them to be curious about this, what I think what we can look at them instead of looking at it nostalgically. Sometimes we tend to put them on a pedestal and behind a glass, but instead of looking at it, like, we have to imagine them as at once that they were a living and breathing kind of things. They were in their contemporary times, they were the new technology, they were the things that did not make sense to people. But I think that fearlessness that was exhibited when, especially in, let's say, Art Deco, when you look at it, like, and the time that it came in with the kind of resources and the things that it made it accessible, it made a lot of kind of design accessible to the people with the kind of, the usage of cheaper technologies and stuff like that. And I think that's the thing that I would learn from that, because it is, like, sometimes in the current times that we live in and all of that, like, it can be very easy to be pessimistic. But I think if we take hope from what we can learn and apply it for the future in terms of the things that we're building in term for especially in terms of the cities that the Bombay is changing, right? So now we should imagine, like, if we are celebrating the Bombay of this last 100 years, so to speak, in this with this Art Deco movement, we should imagine, like, the next 100 years later, what are the other layers that will come in, and how should we celebrate, and are there, like, and we should make it worth celebrating. So I think for any young person who's interested in being creative, I think the first thing is to be curious. So get out, walk around, look at your city, embrace the cracks, and like, and make something new, and it will happen.
94.3 Radio 1.